I wanted to build some kind of mid-range deck, and I think I want to build Mardu. But here's the catch. We can only use post-rotation cards, like rotation-proof cards. This is what we ended up with, finished product, but probably not actually finished product. We may still go in on Discover like a lot harder before the night is done, but we just decided to, or I did, I guess. I'm not going to put this decision on chat. Mardu Esper over here, we ended up with all the good removal: 2 cut down, 3 go for the throat, 2 get lost, 3 temporary lockdown, 4 sunfall. That's a pretty ridiculous removal package. There's also a Virtue of Persistence in there, just to kind of round everything out. But there's also just a who's who of the best post-rotation cards. There's 1 Preacher of the Schism. There are reasons for that. I didn't want to cut it, right? I threw it in. Like, let's just throw a 1 of in here and see how it works. And then, like, we ended up, we didn't want to cut it. There's 1 Sheldred the Apocalypse, 3 Archangel of Wrath, a great reason to go Mardu in the next format, 2 Urabrass Forge, good hit off of Geological Appraiser, and the 1 Quintorius Khan. It's in the deck because we're doing, like, Discover Light off of stuff like that, and Trumpeting Carnosaur if we can get to the point in the game that's come down. It is awesome. Itali, just 1 of these, along with the other 7-drop Virtue of Persistence. We can at least play this one a little bit earlier in the game. But yeah, we got a couple of 7s and no real way to ramp into them, aside from the 1 copy of Bandit's Hall that's kind of replacing a Celestis that might normally be in this deck. Aside from that, though, Virtue of Loyalty is in there to kind of give us more 2-drops. Same with Virtue of Persistence. 1 Aclazotz because he's a bad man. And then 2 Steel Seraph. Very, very difficult to kill this card. Cool to have. We can cast it for prototype later. It can give, Trumpeting Carnosaur, Flying, or Lifelink, and just, it's very good. It's a very good Magic card. So that is basically the deck. We also went with no post-rotation lands, which means that, or you know what I mean, no rotating lands. So we can't play with any of the slow lands, and that's kind of poopy, but we'll see. We'll see how we get by in terms of mana and just how good the deck is as we go into a hostile, still pre-rotation standard with this weird post-rotation Mardu pile. All right, Big Bad Wolf goes first here. And yeah, the mana, I can't complain too much about it, They start on Mountain, which means we might have to have this cut down available. Yeah, they go with Demonic Ruckus. I think I probably do want the cut down available. Kind of sucks, but I don't know. We won't have tap mana till turn 4 on this board right now, so that's not terrible. Show Off comes down, baby. Get that mess out of here. Get it out. Play around with me. I know how to play cut down. I know what Magic the Gathering is. Alright, so we blew them out there, but can we continue to do that? I don't think so. I think we play our tapped Restless Fortress this turn, by the way. Ain't got no 2s. We got a bunch of good 3s, though. Forge, Steel Seraph, and Preacher of the Schism. I think Preacher is good. However, Steel Seraph, if they can't blow up Steel Seraph, it's very good, giving lifelink and all. Second Slick Shot. They're like roaches. Where there's 1, there's always more. Shock hits us in the face. We go to 17. We go to 14 because Slick Shot Show Off has haste. There is an Archangel of Wrath. That's an awesome card. Just great. I think Steel Seraph blocks that guy, but probably dies, Make him have the Lightning Strike or whatever. I don't know. They could have a number of cards here and probably be okay. We also get a 13 casting this, but we have to be all right with that. Let's give it lifelink for no reason. All right. What you got, Wolf? 3 cards in hand. They are gonna target Seraph with something, it would appear. Yeah, they do have Lightning Strike. Cool. So we're gonna go to 10 this turn at the very least, or at the very most, I should say. Yeah, they also have Demonic Ruckus. Woo, baby. All right, so we're going to 7. Yep. And we gotta kill that Show Off, but now we can't kill it with the Archangel, so we're in like massive trouble. Man, started really, really well here. I guess we just run out Archangel of Wrath with no kicker, which is booty. It is butt booties, but that's fine. It's going to be fine. We are at 6. We have a 3-4 lifelinker. They have 1 card in hand. Did you draw Witch Stalker Frenzy? Well, we can't block the Slick Shot Show Off. Throw that out there. It has Menace because of Demonic Ruckus. Go into combat. All right, so that's interesting. A Lightning Strike face, and then we die. Nice. Good game. Good game, opponent. Man, so that is literally I think the best possible start that we could have had against an aggro deck. But we did not account for them also having the best possible cards in their hand. Monastery Swift Spear. Oh boy. Illuminator Virtuoso. Oh no. Illuminator Virtuoso, no. But I'm pretty sure I know how we can kill this person. First, no, we don't even have to do that, do we? We don't have to do none of this. You played your land for the turn, you're just coming in for one? Yeah. Whatever, dude. I'll just go to 18, which is really 16, and I'll temporary lockdown. And you will be upset at that, I would assume. That's not an outcome that you wanted. That's not good, right? Kinra's Spell Spear is a good card, too. You could just remove it. Just keep removing their dudes. That seems okay. What I'm going to do is going to look weird to some people, but whatever. I'm going to kill their Kinra's Spell Spear, like so, as you see. We go to 15 to do that. But I'm doing that so that they can't protect it with like a white protection spell of some kind. I'm sure they have them. Here comes another one, though. Another Kinra Spell Spear. Pass it up. Keep passing. Virtue. Let's go to 14 for this dude. We've basically taken all of our damage from our own lands in like one Monastery Swift Spear jab. Cool. Shadowy Backstreet. I don't hate it. What's on top? Tapped land. But a land that we need nonetheless, so I'm sure. Knocking on the door, opponent. What you gonna do, Ski? Bro, Ski, what you gonna do? They have Play with Fire. Oh no, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to Carnosaur this. Okay, good. Good. Well, we got a 12 off Play with Fire. They did not appear to have like a Loren's Escape or some other protection spell in their hand. I was very worried. Even Monstrous Rage, I think, would have done it. It would have given it the 2 toughness it needed. Let's see what their Scry is here. Apparently, it's a tough decision. Good game against Clark here. Scry's to the top, and they go to 19. Monastery Swift Spear, okay. More fire from Clark here. Ancestral Anger, Prowess in, drawing a card. Let's go, Clark. Drops the land. One more card in their hand. Is it worth playing this turn? Can you kill me with it, Clark? Ancestral Anger. Okay. Draw another card. Cool. It's 6. 6 damage coming our way. You trample, right? Yeah. Ancestral Anger does that. So we'll go to 6. Sucks. I don't know what else to say, though. We have to take damage to our lands, too, a little bit. Which is poopy. Poopy doopy. Alright, so do I want Lifelink from Steel Seraph and get in, or do I want Preacher? We'd only technically gain 1 life from Steel Seraph and the Knight getting in. That would put us at 7, and I like that. I really do, but this has a whole lot of PT, right? And Death Touch. So even if they get like Demonic Ruckus down and we're forced to Menace, like we still kill them. And that's important. So it's actually kind of tough. I think Preacher. And then if Preacher survives, Steel Seraph is amazing, right? So, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Plus, if Preacher makes a 1-1 next turn, which it will, right? Then a 1-1 lifelink is pretty good right here. So, Humano, okay. Humano, okay. We go to 5. What you got, Buttercup? I got 1 card left in their hand. Is it enough? Or is it a bluff? It's another Kumano. Okay, so got 3/4 Swift Spear. We go to 4, which is dangerous, man. They got no cards in their hand. So if we Steel Seraph. Oh yeah, we just paid 6 for you. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Okay. So lifelink to you. Maybe I should have given it Vigilance. I think lifelink might be enough, though. We get a 1-1 lifelinker. And we're coming for the head. If they draw a Slick Shot next turn, that's pretty sexy, but it's really all on that, you know? And I don't even know if they win the game off doing that. I guess we're not bluffing because, you know, we're out of mana, so let's drop this land. Double Q mono triggers, go to chapter 2. It's nothing yet. But we can go double lifelink here, which I think is pretty good. So we drew another Steel Seraph. We'll just play it for 6 mana. I think we may have gotten them salty, but at least we finally drew. You know, like all night I've been like, opponent draws the best card. So I'm glad we kind of a little bit to get to feel that way. I think one of the better cards we could draw is probably like Virtue of Persistence right here because I'd like to gain life, honestly. Archangel. Archangel's probably the best possible card to draw, all things considered. Yeah, they're mad. They're so... Dude, I lost my first 4 games. I lost to Mono Red and then Boros and then Control twice. And I did not rope even once because it's really weird to do that. It's kind of a weird thing to do, to do that. All right, so lifelink. Come on, man. Clark, I was boosting you earlier. Remember, I was like, Clark. You remember that? And now you're like, I can't believe this, Amber. Come on, man. Lighten up, Clark. It's going to be okay. It's a game of Magic, you know? It's a game of Magic. You have loved ones. You might have a dog, maybe, that you care about. You know? Like, there's important stuff in life that you have to... Let's attack. We're not dead, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Like, we are so not dead at this moment. They're really mad, though. They're so mad. Aggro player to the core, yeah. This is something I don't get about aggro players, though. Like, they're the most likely people to rope you. And it's like, I thought you wanted to get as many games in as quickly as possible. Like, just lose. Like, that's the whole thing with aggro, right? Is that, like, I'm a fast gamer, and, like, I want my games to take 5 minutes because I'm pooping and playing Magic or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get in 10 games in the next 20 minutes, you know? But then they rope, and, like, it doesn't make any sense. I thought you wanted a fast game. I'm not getting anything for Clark's birthday. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, dude. I'm not coming to his birthday party. He doesn't care. See, look, he's gone. He just wanted his kimonos, and, like, that's understandable. Let's rank up, even though we're in, like, silver. I haven't played Magic in too long. Like, rotation's coming up, and I'm like, yeah, you want to wake me when Bloomberg comes out? I don't know. These have been fun games, though. What? You have to 2,800 gems to unlock the store in the first place? So, like, you can't even use your tickets unless you throw in 2,800 gems? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But our opponent for this one is Beef. Gotta go in against Beef and see what he's doing. We got a couple games left in us tonight. Monastery Swift Spear, baby! That's what it is. Here they come. Blackleaf Cliffs. I am heavily considering going ahead and cutting down the Swift Spear, but since we got 2 in the chamber, I think we'll be okay. Like, if we get blown out on one, you know, it'll be fine. Red Blue. They are trying. Is it Slick Shot? Probably. Yeah. What are you? You're a Slick Shot show off, all right. You're a show off, all right. Here they come. Well, we can cut down their Swift Spear. Feels good. Tapped land. Feels good. At least we don't have a bunch of, like, nothing but pain lands, you know? It's Elegant Parlor. See what's on top. Another land? Another one. Sure. I need precisely 5 lands on this hand, so. Probably would have drawn one in the course of doing stuff anyway, but who knows? Who knows that? Nobody. Malcolm. DIs. Here comes... Oh, and you're going to show off now? Okay. Okay, buddy. I'm going to cut that guy down. I'm going to cut him right down in his prime. Sorry, kid. The play there was actually to cut down the Malcolm. Because I'd technically take less damage from the series of plays here, but I'm actually considering sitting on this temporary lockdown. I don't have nothing to do next turn anyway. So, like, I could just chill on this lockdown and let them play more stuff. Take a shot in the mouth. Like, who cares, you know? Let's lock down. All that said. Got the whole town on lockdown. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You can't draw a card. Still have 5 cards in their hand, though. It's kind of a lot. Down to 4. There's a land drop. What you got, beef? It's what's for dinner. I'm gonna have you for dinner, beef. Here comes another slick shot show off. They always have more than one. Always, always, always consider. So we're gonna hit for 3. We'll go to 13 this turn. Draw land. Don't like that. Literally anything but a land would have been just fine there, but you know, it is what it is. It's Raucous Theater. What's on top? Brass Forge? No. Other days I might say yes, but not today. Other days I might say yes. Today I'm in my Sunday best. I don't know. That's not. It's not from anything. I'm not quoting a thing. I just, for some reason, that's what went through my head. Oh, spicy chicken! People in chat are calling us, calling show off the spicy chicken. That's great. That's excellent. I like what you've done. Towards the tower over there, they can't play that. Sleight of hand. We're gonna go to 8 this turn, possibly less. They could kill us. I don't know why I went with Christopher Walken there, but it is possible that we just die this turn. Temporary lockdown. Oh, my lifesaver. My beautiful, beautiful lifesaver. I was going to try the Quintorius Khan into this, but we just got it. So, cool. We'll go to 5 to do that, but big whoop. All right, so opponent still has 1 card in their hand. They'll have 2. And that is enough to kill us if it's just the right things. Has been all night, you know. Let's see what happens. It's a it's a 3rd show off. Okay, we go to 4. They don't have a thing to do. Oh my god. It was actually another show off. So now we are at a crossroads. Do we Flying Blocker, Aclazotz? Do we Quintorius Khan, gain life and discover 4, try to get a removal spell for this? Or do we just remove it? Possibly, right now with the Trumpeting Carnosaur. We can. Almost certainly remove it with the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Which is probably the correct play, but then we can't do anything else. Which I hate. I'm going to do it now. I have my reasons. They Fading Hope the Slick Shot back to their hand. We go to 4, Slick Shot and Experimental Synthesizer. We go to 1. We might die. We could easily die. Yeah, we die. Nice. It was a Fading Hope. We should have waited. Should have waited till combat. I had reasons. Like, I just didn't want them to have a bunch of mana untapped. I didn't want them to have the ability to, like, double Monstrous Rage. They only have 1 card in their hand, right? So I didn't want them to, like, Monstrous Rage and then something else that increases his toughness. So that we can't kill him with a Carnosaur. I am really worried about not being able to kill, like, not just prowess guys, but show off, too. Because they might have a toughness boosting, like, pump spell. And I really didn't want them to have 2 cards in their hand. I felt like I can deal with 1 card. But not Fading Hope, and God, it was perfect too. Like, they drew a synthesizer, so they needed anything to proc. They needed anything to trigger the bird. So they drew a card to trigger the bird to put us at 1, and then that card drew a card that triggered the bird. Do you understand how right everything had to go just then? You understand, like, how right everything had to go for them in that case? They pulled it off, though, baby. They pulled it off. All right, opponent goes first here. We're up against Torak. Oh, my God. Why are you mono white? Torak would not be playing white. Just throw that out there. This forces us to Caves with Koilos turn 1. They Skrelv. We only have tap lands beyond this, so I don't love Caves of Koilos on turn 1 here, but we've got to kill the Skrelv. Here comes Lunarch Veteran. Okay. Into Warden. Okay. That kind of party. Maybe temporary lockdown just wins the game. I guess we'll see. See if we get an untapped land on top of our library with the Parlor. We do. Let's go. It's good news. Are you mono white or red white? What are you? Still mono white. Mismatched Kamigawa lands. That's cool. They're all cool looking, so like I don't blame them like at all. 3 cards left in their hand. Here comes a Brutal Cathar. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess that does get above the lockdown next turn. They'll have 2 cards left in their hand here. 3 cards to start the turn and a Brutal Cathar on the table, huh? Okay, we just locked down, though. We're quickly approaching the point where we're going to need more lands. But for now, we got a couple of turns covered here. Let's lock down those 2 guys. They might have a way to blow up the lockdown, too. We got to worry about that. Cavern of Souls on human is the 4th mana. Intrepid Adversary, nice. We go to 16. Raucous Theater is the draw. We drawn a lot of tap lands, man. Like a whole lot. Let's Restless Fortress. Hold up the Get Lost. Say go. We have multiple turns left here. It's not that big of a deal. Oh no, we should have. Damn it. I forgot how day-night cycles work. Like we all do. Let's Get Lost the Intrepid Adversary. So now we'll take 3 from the Brute. I should have Get Losted. I was an idiot there too. Like that was mistimed. They could have explored onto the Brute before attacking there. I'm just like talking too much. Mostly because like every time I make a mistake, I'm explaining the last thing that I had to like decision tree on. All right, so they do end up popping both of these for the Moonrage Brute. They put a Lunarch Veteran in their yard so they can cast it as a Phantom. Pretty cute, pretty cute. Concealed Courtyard, that is tapped. Brass Forge is correct. Get in. See if they block. I wouldn't if I were them. Yeah. And then we can go to like 8 or something on this turn. But 8 is fine. 8's not like that low. It could be worse. This time we'll be the opponent that, you know, goes to like 7 and comes back. Recruitment Officer's very good right now. That will help them recover a bit, at least, from this. So let's rip off this Sunfall here. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. They'll get a creature off of Officer, I can presume. But we have Archangel of Wrath locked and loaded. We're going to have a 3/3 token. We got Virtue of Loyalty. Sanguine Evangelist, pretty good. Pretty good. And we can pop in for Tuski. Right here. Okay, we're set up, but can we actually bounce all the way back is the problem. Sanguine Evangelist. So if you say go now, I'll be very satisfied. And they do. Wow. We draw another Archangel. That is just wonderful. So let's double kick. Parallel double kick that Immer Effer sideways. They'll get a bat out of that, but whatever. Forge ahead right here. Bang! They go to 18. They're below their starting life total first time. I don't know. This long of a rotation to me just means more counter and removal magic. Yeah, yeah. Just all the best counters and removal in standard. That's what you get with a long one. Nobody gets to play with the cool stuff, you know? Brutal Cathar nabs the Angel. That's fine. Draw another land. That's less fine, but still kind of okay. Let's just blow up both the Cathars and get our Angel back, and they'll scoop. That's possible. They probably scoop to this. But if they don't, that's fine. They're scrappy, you know? They're a fighter. Big old Forge coming in. Not gonna block. They go to 14. It does trample. There's no reason to block. Yeah, come on, buddy. All right, so... Wow, we're up against a not the same pile of cards that you see every day. Notice. At the moment we don't play against one of those, we do all right. We do okay. It's a good game. Hal is our opponent, and they get to go first. Lucky duck. Every single land in our hand is tapped. I guess Concealed Courtyard can come down early. But other than that, our opening hand is not good. Like, our first few turns are non-existent. I'm going to ship it this time. Again, first few turns terrible, but it is what it is. Put back the Carnosaur as much as I love him. Well, he's removal. Put back the Seraph. We got 2 good 3s, you know. All right, black-green over there. Let's shadowy backstreet to start things off. Decent mana this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want this swamp. I've decided. All of a sudden. DCB, baby. Deep Cavern Bat, kid. Haven't seen that all night, surprisingly. Another card that's just going to, like, rule standard post-rotation. Absolutely. Blitz comes down, we say go. This is our fault for not having removal in the early game. I mean, we do have it in our deck, we just didn't draw it. Glissa, okay, interesting. So now, I guess the idea is that we must spend our turn killing that. Sega. This will be the one time I didn't kill a creature on my turn. And the one time they have something to protect it with. You just wait. This will justify. We kill the Glissa with the Carnosaur. But they play another Glissa. Who would have ever known they would have... We have drawn 7 lands in the top 10 cards of our library. Always fun. Always a good thing to do. You just blow up enchantments, right? Yes. What you got, Hal? They missed their land drop last turn. I'm sure they want to get into Shelly so bad. Bang! You get to draw a card off Glissa. It's pretty good, Hal. Go to 22. You get your land drop. Did you get that? Did you get that land drop? Come on, Hal. Drop a land on me. Now they Mosswood to draw the card. Did you get that? No, they still haven't gotten it. It's amazing. This turn, I guess I'll Sunfall. I don't love doing this right now. I would much rather catch larger creatures in the Sunfall net, but I also would rather not keep getting hit in the face by Glissa and like letting them draw cards and stuff. So, you know. Also, Dread Knight, they draw another. They're mana screwed, dude. They're so mana screwed. It's actually really painful. I know that I could activate this token, but I want to come in with Cottage, or Fortress, rather. They go to 12, we're at 16. As soon as they start getting lands, though, right? It's turn the tide. They got it! Nice! Oh, I didn't mean to hit oops. I didn't mean to hit oops. I'm sorry, opponent. I meant to say nice. I'm sorry. I probably look like the biggest butthole in the world. We knew what card it was, though. We knew it was going to be Shelter the Apocalypse. We were absolutely right. We draw, everybody. I don't know if you're ready for this. I don't know if you thought it was possible, but we draw another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 13 cards have been lands. Let's see what the card on top of our library is. Is it a land? No, it's an Atali. Awesome. That's good. That's a good Magic card. I'm coming in. You gonna take it? We got 3 cards in our hand, dude. You don't even know what these 2 cards are. They take the block. Wow. They take that block. That's amazing. Well, now they know that we don't have anything that really matters. So that's good. Oh, baby. Atali, you got to hit something hard. You got to hit something big, buddy. You have to. Sentinel comes down. That's a hard shot right there. A lot hinges on the next, like, 2 turns of Magic. Map the Sentinel. Virtue on top. Okay. Virtue's a good card. What you got, son? Well, it's our turn. Okay. Let's make our 2/2. Let's draw our card and go to 12. Uh-huh. That's what Children does. Alright, Mountain? Sure. Tally. Fish me up something good, lady. Know you got it in you. Those are good cards. Let's go for the Throat, the Shelly, and we'll just play the Aquazot. Scoop it up, kid. Dude, you got like 6 cards in your hand. You got like 6 cards. You know you're getting a Virtue of Persistence. Like, you're not like dead, you know? Like, none of these cards are a go for the throat. You know? Like, if you have a go for the throat for the Atali, like, you just win. So, I just don't think they're dead. I do not think they're dead at all. Like, you got 2 Mosswood Dread Knights. That's card advantage for the rest of the game that I don't have. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess we could lock down the Dread Knights. I guess there is that, but Does Urbrass Forge just kill them eventually? Like, I don't know what the deal is here. But I would have, if I was them, I would have stayed. But good game either way. Yeah, Clark and Beef told Hal to scoop. Beef invited him to his house. They probably are all friends. I like that, by the way. Clark, Beef, and Hal. That just sounds like three guys that are friends anyway. There were some games that we were definitely in contention for winning both control games, especially the one. Aggro games against mono red and against blue red slick shot. We were definitely in the contention for winning those games. So, you know, things go slightly differently. We're 5-2, you know? So, I don't know. It's a fun deck. I definitely think you could iterate on it in ways you don't... We're not going like super discovery here. I think if you are going super discovery, you add the PNLR, you add more Quintorius cons, you take out some of this Mardu-y stuff, and you just go red-white, probably, you know? But if we are going Mardu, I think we pump it up to 4 Archangels of Wrath. We take out the Geological Appraiser. We take out the Quintorius Con. That's 4 slots. If we add the Angel, that's 3 slots. We add a Sheoldred, that's 2 slots. We got to put in 1 Go for the Throat, probably a cut down. I would probably presume that we do that. So now we're at 0 slots, and I think we still have a fine deck.